The two-step trick to effective viral marketing. I know that I have mentioned this in passing in the previous video, but to drive home the point, I'm going to fully define the key steps you need to take to conduct truly effective viral marketing campaigns. These viral marketing campaigns will work not just on your social media accounts, but also on your blog, your forum postings, and the other online marketing efforts you take. Step number 1, find what's hot. The first thing that you need to do is find what's hot on the internet. There are tons of pictures, links, picture quotes, and videos going viral all the time. People can't help but share this material. Find hot stuff. Now, after you have found this material, make sure that you filter them based on how near or how closely related they are to your target niche. For example, if you are promoting a plumbing service company in Central Florida, you can share all the funny dogs riding scooters videos you want. You might even get a lot of traffic to your page. But guess what? You probably are not going to book too many new appointments for your client using these videos. You can get a lot of eyeballs, but they are the wrong ones. Why? The videos that you reshared and marketed are not near enough or closely related enough to your target niche. Niches are people who share certain problems. These are people who are just looking for certain common solutions. Always keep that in mind. Just because you get a lot of traffic, it really doesn't mean much. Step number 2, share viral content to drive conversions. It's really important to understand why you are doing viral marketing in the first place. This is where a lot of people trip up. They really do. Why? They focus on raw numbers. They focus on getting as many clicks to their target site as possible. Now, don't get me wrong, traffic is good, but it has to be the right kind of traffic. If I had to choose between 1 million random visitors or 1,000 highly targeted visitors, I would take the latter all day, every day. What's the point of getting 1 million visitors when only 1 in a million actually converts into a paying customer? Compare that with getting 1,000 qualified visitors and seeing 200, 300, or even 500 of them turning into actual paying customers. This is not rocket science. It should be quite obvious. So understand how this works and understand what your focus should be on. It isn't about traffic. It's something more. It's all about driving conversions. You need to get the right people to the right webpage so they can do something that puts more dollars in your bank account. That's the bottom line. That should be your goal. This is why it's really important to share viral content to drive conversions. You're not driving traffic. You're not trying to maximize visibility. You're trying to drive conversions. How do you do this? Share the material on your blog. Reshare your blog's link on social media. Use these to pull traffic to your blog. You then convert this traffic into potential sales by getting these visitors to sign up for your newsletter. This is how you play the game to win. You convert these visitors through an internal blog page. When they click on a link and they end up on an engaging page of content, they may like your content so much that they click on a link to get notified of your updates. That's how you hook them. Or you give them a freebie like some sort of consumer guide. For example, if your blog sells immigration legal services, you may want to give away a free booklet that clues people in on how to qualify to get to the United States on a tourist visa with minimal hassles. Whatever you do, get people to sign up for your mailing list because after they've signed up, you can send them updates which can either upsell them to affiliate products or get them to buy your own products. The possibilities are limitless. It is your email list that actually does the hard work of converting these people. They might not read one update, but if they check out an update and they like a link, you can turn that traffic into a potential sale. That's how powerful a mailing list is. Your whole viral marketing campaign should be focused on driving conversions to your newsletter. The more people you have on your newsletter and the higher the quality of your updates, the more money you stand to make later on. How do you find hot content? Now that you have a clear idea of the two-step trick to effective viral marketing, how do you pull off step number 1? Well, there are 2 ways to do it. You can take the hard way or you can take the shortcut. Just so you have a clear understanding of the manual filtering process involved, I'm going to describe these 2 options in detail. First, you can try to do things manually. You can get highly targeted content through this labor-intensive method. The first thing that you need to do is go to the Google Keyword Planner tool. If you don't know what that is, sign up to Google Ads and click on their Tools link and you will be shown a menu that lists the Google Keyword Planner tool. Click on that tool. Enter a few keywords directly related to your niche. Keep doing this and you will see tons of related keywords. Once you have this massive list, filter them based on their accuracy or specificity to your niche. Once you have cleaned up your keyword list, use these on Facebook or Twitter to search for social media accounts that target these keywords. Of course, you're going to only consider social media accounts of people, organizations, or businesses who are truly in your niche. You can tell by the way they describe themselves whether they are in your target niche. Keep filtering these accounts. At the end of this long process, you should have a nice, clean list of social media accounts of your niche-specific competitors. These accounts can be on Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, you name it. The longer your list, the better. Find and poach your competitors' or niche fans' viral content. Please note that when you actually click through the social media accounts of people and organizations in your niche, you will quickly discover that there really are two types of accounts, competitors and fans. I'm not even going to describe competitors because this is self-explanatory. Fan accounts are non-commercial accounts started by people who are just emotionally invested in your niche. For example, if you are promoting dog training online courses, you might be able to retrieve a large list of puppy training social media accounts. When you look at their content, it's obvious that they're not really doing this for money. They're just sharing their interests or enthusiasm. These are fan accounts. You need to gather a big list of these as well. Once you have gotten a massive list of niche-specific social media accounts, go through all their content. Take a look at how many times their content has been reshared or retweeted. Pay attention to pictures, videos, interesting links, picture quotes, or any other type of media. As you can probably tell, this process is not easy. You have to know what you're doing. You have to know what to look for. You also have to have a lot of time. Doing things by hand can burn up a lot of time. The shortcut, buzzsumo.com. If you don't have the time or patience to find all of your niche competitors and niche fans' social media accounts and poach their content, use BuzzSumo. This online tool will scour the major social media platforms for content that is directly related to your niche keywords. Make sure that you save the niche keywords that you got from the Google Keyword Planner tool and use them at BuzzSumo. You will see a lot of content that has been filtered already based on certain social signals like retweets or shares. BuzzSumo is a handy tool because it saves you a tremendous amount of time, effort, and frustration. Get your links ready. Once you have filtered your competitors' most viral pieces of content, copy their URLs and put them in an Excel sheet. On the right side, try to find the description for that piece of content. Usually, when you come across viral content on a social media platform, there's a short description or even a title. Use those materials. Maximize niche targeting for your curated content. What is curation? Once you have gathered your reverse-engineered content, please understand that you are going to be using them to build credibility for your social media accounts and, ultimately, to drive traffic to your target website. Your target website could be a resource site, it could be a series of article pages, or it can be an actual blog. However you set it up, you're going to be using third-party content to build credibility for your accounts and build their following. What will pull traffic from those accounts to your target pages, blogs, or resource sites are specific pieces of content or ads that you rotate in between curated content. I hope this is clear to you. You're going to be publishing curated third-party content on your social media account. Now, you may be asking, isn't this illegal? Wouldn't these people object? No, they won't. It's a win-win situation. You're driving traffic to them while at the same time establishing your own niche credibility. You're also calling people to action with their content to like your page, follow you on Twitter or Instagram or whatever other social media platforms you're on. You're creating a win-win situation. The people behind the curated content get traffic and brand visibility. You, on the other hand, get to build up your social media accounts. Once you have a big following, an increasing number of people would then see the direct links to your conversion pages. They can then click through and you end up with more traffic to your email squeeze page. This can lead to a larger email list, which can produce a great amount of income opportunities later on. That's how you play the game. It all boils down to reverse engineering and curating somebody else's content. How to improve curated content. I wish I could tell you that you can just take third-party viral content and promote them as is. This is precisely what a lot of other marketers are doing. Unfortunately, if you were to do that, you're going to be leaving a lot of money on the table. You have to understand that you're not just trying to pump up traffic with curated content. That should not be your main goal. Your main goal should not be traffic volume. Instead, your main goal is to get niche-targeted people to review your materials. The more of these people you reach, the more likely they would click on the link to your social media account and become a follower or channel subscriber or page liker or fan. Whatever form it takes, your objective is to get a massive amount of people to follow you. You're trying to create a fan base. And it's going to be hard to do this if you are just sending out curated content with the same headlines that were originally used. People can see that your stuff is not really original, so they probably would ignore it. After all, this stuff is viral, so they've probably seen it before from somewhere else. Your first step after you have filtered curated content for niche specificity is to change their headlines. Create niche-targeted headlines for all your curated content. Bring it home. Tighten the focus of this content. For example, if you have a dropshipping store that sells cat pendants and you have found really great viral videos of cute kittens, make sure the headlines of the video teases people or informs them about your inventory. This is not easy because you have to do it in an attention-grabbing way. But if you're able to give this enough time, you can come up with a niche-specific headline that will get people excited about your niche-specific social media account. Create niche-targeted descriptions or commentary for curated content. Not only should you recreate the headline of the content that you're poaching, you should also do the same for its descriptions or commentary. It's really important to make it clear that this content is intended for a specific audience. This way, when this material blasts its way all over the internet and through all social networks, it can then filter people who are interested in the content. Only people who are really in your niche would want to click on the link that you paired with the content to go back to your social media account. Use niche-targeted hashtags. This piece of advice applies to people using curated content on Twitter and Instagram. If you did your homework correctly with videos 4 and 5, you should already be aware of Twitter hashtags that are very popular in your niche. Compile a list of these. Rotate among these when you publish curated content on Instagram and Twitter. This way, you piggyback on hashtags being searched for by people interested in your niche. This is how you get niche-targeted eyeballs. Again, the whole point here is not just to drive a mob of otherwise uninterested people to your social media accounts. Instead, you're looking to get a nice flow of people who are truly interested in your niche and then getting them to follow you on social media. Remember the secondary effects of curated viral content. Viral content is so powerful because you don't just attract people who are already interested in your niche, you also end up motivating them to share with their own social circles. This can lead people sharing the same interests or roughly the same interests to see the links to your social media accounts. So understand how this secondary traffic effect works when crafting headlines, descriptions, and commentary. You're not just repackaging hot content. You're trying to reach people and also their friends and the friends of those friends who share the same niche interests. I want to share with you this big picture so you can see how important this is. This is not something you just blow through. So you have to give this proper attention so as to maximize the niche targeting capabilities of the curated viral content that you are sharing.